Alright, so one of the most popular questions we run into is techniques for applying poly. So I figured I got the video camera out and I'll show you guys how I poly. Here's my 4-inch cheapy foam brush. They're like 49 cents a piece. I use my Minwax polycrylic clear gloss. This is a high gloss finish, water-based, and you know that because it's acrylic. So it's really quite easy. This is first coat. I take my brush, I dip it in there, and I brush halfway up the board. About 3 or 4 strokes. Move over to the next row. Same thing. Coming off your brush, you're going to have a little bit of poly dripping off when you pull it out of the bucket. That's okay. Consider that like your paint jar, so to speak, because what you're going to do is brush that around with your 3 or 4 strokes. And you keep moving over a row. You're not putting too much pressure on. That's a big part. You don't want to overbrush. Back and forth. And overlap your rows just a tiny bit, but not too much, because you don't want to have any real poly buildup issues, you know. Although when you sand later, a little bit of buildup isn't going to be a horrible thing. I go back, I flip sides, and I do the row by row, the other half that I didn't do. One thing about this part, you want to be careful where your brush meets, where your strokes meet in the middle, where your other strokes were from before, that you're not glopping on too much poly where they meet each other. Just make sure, you know, nice, even strokes. Now, where the hole is, just do the back area behind the hole, around the hole, and then that leaves this little section right here that you didn't get because you didn't go in the front to back strokes that you were using before. And you move over, next row. And now, because some of it's dripping down your sides, go back and forth on the sides. Make sure you grab up everything that was dripping. Little dip in your bucket. Do a long side. Little dip in your bucket again. Do another long side. Again, not too much pressure, because now you don't want to mess up the nice even distribution that you had on the top edge. Brush your bottom side. That's it. That is one coat of poly right there. Period.